or for you, I should say. Are you getting the most out of your efforts? Got some simple strategies to boost your ROI, and I'll be right back after this. Welcome back. Hey, welcome back. All right, so quick question that I've got for you. Are you getting the most out of your efforts? Okay, so one of the things that we've got to look at when we make a sale, sometimes we look at that as that's it. The transaction was the transaction, you bought the stuff, and good, we're done. I don't have a whole lot of time, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. So there's a few things that I want you to look at. And okay, first question, are you getting the most out of your efforts? There's an educational component that needs to go with or should go with what it is that you sell, what it is that you do, what it is that you are offering to your marketplace. So an educated action taker is one who understands the value of what you brought to the table or what you bring to the table. They're also going to be less likely to give a return. So make sure that you're educating your buyer. Educate them before the purchase and continue the educational process after the purchase has been made. Number two, make sure that you've got actionable templates. It's one thing to buy a product. Okay, you've educated them. Now, here's what I want you to help me do when I bought the product. Give me something that I can work with, and that way I've got a framework of how to use the product that I've just purchased from you. So the easier you make it for me to succeed at what you sell me, the less likely I am to fail at completing my journey with that product, with that campaign, with that challenge, with whatever it is that you've packaged for me. The better templates that I have, the more I'm able to execute and excel at what it is that you've placed in my hands. So, actionable templates. And then make sure that you support the sale. What does that look like? Now, the sale could be a sale of a product or it could be the sale of a concept, but the support structures that you put along with it help me to really take it and run with it. So, supporting the sale, that is a part of what the actionable templates provide for me. Optimize the purchase post sale. So, what does that look like? Well, if you optimize the purchase, like say, for example, and I call this Operation Swiss Army Knife. If you sell me a tool and then I take the tool back with me, and then next thing I say, well, let me see, I've got this tool and okay, I used it to, screw in the door on the fridge or whatever. Boy, I wish there was something else that I could do with this. Well, Operation Swiss Army Knife comes into play. You may have 10 other things that I can do with that. So if you start to feed me the 10 other things that I can do with this tool that you've sold me that go beyond, above and beyond what the tool's original plan was or original creation was, now I have a huge reason not only to hold on to the tool, but also because you have increased the value in my mind and my ability to use that tool, I'm more apt to tell other people about that tool. Because now that tool becomes a tool for me to add value to the lives around me. And I'm going to do that. It's kind of like when you see a really good movie or you have a really good meal at a pretty good restaurant, or you found a really good deal on something and you're only able to get one or two, but there's 10 more there and you want to let your family and friends know about it. You share it out. So if Operation Swiss Army Knife is in full effect and you show me other ways of using this tool that I just purchased from you or that I just bought the concept from you, then I'm going to share it out. How else is the question? How else can I use what I've purchased from you? There are many more ways to leverage a purchase beyond its original intent. Help the buyer get there and plug them into a community. So surround that item or that challenge, that product, that concept with the community, because in a community, you have a mastermind that is created. Once a mastermind is created, it kind of takes on a life of its own. It builds momentum, and then you start seeing other angles and other aspects because the marketplace is now going to dictate how else this can be used, leveraged, optimized, and really increase the overall value of the initial purchase. So now you're no longer selling the tool, you're selling everything that goes along with the tool, which makes the sale that much more valuable to the buyer. So on that note, this is the Jason Hodge for Vlogmas 2020. Look, I'm trying to get it in there, and I'll catch you later. You have a great one.